What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Woody RC. Just having a little bit of indoor fun here. I got my collection of mini crawlers. I'm gonna roll over some rocks here, as you see. We have my Trx4m with a Jeep body. That is running on Endure 64mm swamp stompers. Got my Trx4m Bronco running on stock tires. Trx4m High Trail running on stock tires. The FMS fcx24 running on RC four-wheel drive 58mm tires. The Super Swamper stock, they call it. And then got my completely stock Kyosho Mini Z 4x4 4Runner here. And nothing's been done to that at all. But yeah, let's see how they look rolling over these rocks right here. Enjoy the video. Okay, we're gonna start off with the Trx4m Bronco. This one's got the stock tires, no weight in the tires, but it does have the brass in the front from Endura. Brass steering links, brass diff cover, C-hub, steering knuckles. Everything else is stock. And I'm not trying to hit a certain line here. I'm just trying to get over this pile of rocks. Whatever it takes to get over. And these do have the crawler gears in them also. Look at that, the Bronco did really good there. Let's bring on the High Trail next. Okay, so here we come with the High Trail. Same thing, stock High Trail tires, no weight in them, but it's got all the brass in the front, just as my Bronco did from Endura, and crawler gears. Thinking with the higher ground clearance, this should get over a little bit easier. Not that the Bronco had a hard time, but I think this will get over easier than the Bronco. And it looks like it is here. You know, this High Trail has really surprised me from the get-go. My first initial run with it, I thought it was gonna roll over a lot more, being that it's the High Trail edition. But the body is a little bit lighter and it doesn't roll over as I thought it would. It does really well out there on the rocks. Okay, so next we're gonna bring on my Trx4m. This was a Defender, but now it's got the Endura Jeep body on it. I'm really liking these bodies that Endura are putting out for the Trx4ms. I actually have a Cherokee body on the way, old 80s style XJ Cherokee to put on one of my Trx4ms. But this one here, it's got the 64mm Endura swamp stompers and the S5 compound. So being that it's such a taller tire, it should do pretty good here, and it does well out there on the trail, gives a little bit more ground clearance. It's got the brass rings on the inside of these wheels, and it's got all the brass up front, and crawler gears. Did really well there. See the detail of this body here. Just really nice. I like the flat paint that Endura does from the outside of the body. Okay, let's bring on my FMS fcx24 Blazer. All right, let's bring on the fcx24 now. Now, this has aftermarket tires from RC four-wheel drive, Super Swamper scale, I believe they call it. And they're a 58mm tire running on these Endura steel wheels, little steelies. And they do have brass rings on the inside of these tires all the way around. No other brass has been added to the vehicle. And it's a little top heavy. You could use some brass up front, but I decided to leave this one alone. I didn't want to mess with it too much. I just like the way it looks, and I take it out on light light trail walks with it. Nothing beats these FMS products in the low range gears here. I mean, look at this thing, it's like brushless almost, you know. And Trx4m, even with the low range gears, it can't touch the FMS here when it comes to low range crawling. I mean, look at that, guys. That is really nice, the control it has. And here we are here. A nice looking vehicle that is. You know, FMS, they make some of the, I think, nicest looking hard body vehicles out there. Just the scale of detail, the paint, and it just looks amazing. You know, even back to their airplanes, when I used to fly planes, they always made the best scale looking airplanes with all the landing gear and everything else that came with them, the flaps. And that just kind of trickled along their crawler line here. I wish they would keep up with this, even on their 110 scales. I knew they had the new platform out, the fcx24, that are using the plastic bodies, but I'd still like to see them producing some nice hard bodies. All right, so here we go with this is the smallest one of the bunch here. This is considered 124 scale, but it's more like 128. This is that Kyosho Mini Z. And yeah, completely stock. But this one's more of a shelf queen of mine. I just take it on a very light duty work out there on the trail and just try to get some good footage of it when I'm out there with it. All right, let's fix that. I know it's gonna have a hard time on here, but sometimes you just gotta pick different lines. And there we go. This thing's already on its side over here. Ugh. I mean, the tires on this thing they're like the size of a quarter. It's just a little bit bigger, but yeah. Stuck in the same spot here. The right rear wheel is sinking into a hole there, and that's what's causing it to pull down here. Just put it up here. You can see how small the thing is here, holding it. All right, guys, there you go. There's a big rock here right in the center. If I go to either side of it, it'll tip over. And if I go over the center of it, right in the middle, it might teeter-totter there. Yep, right there.
Oh, that's scary.
Let's get a little boost, guys. It's not really what this was meant for, this little guy here. And I don't want to tear up the body on it. This is... All right, there we go with that. Let's bring you up here, guys, get a better look at you. But you can see there the detail on this Gen 1 4Runner here from the 80s. It just looks great. It does sit a little bit high. And that's my son in the background playing with this VR headset. But other than that, yeah, the body, it's great looking. The little EFI SR5 logo on there. I don't know how they can make something so small like that come out. Even the little door locks there where you put the key in is detailed. All right, let's change these rocks around. All right, back with the Bronco. Just got the rocks laid out flat now, just as if we're just gonna go over better rocks here.
Oh, he just blocks it. saved him. He was just entered, like he was like right here. And then he
Just trying to slow crawl it as good as I can over here so you guys can see the control with the low range gears.
Oh no. Oh no, cheeky.
Go. That's really nice. All right, on with the high tail. I switched bodies this time. Just wanted to get the blue one on camera. Here we go here. This was the original body that came with it, and it took a beating out there on its first or second outing on the rocks, just trying to see what it could do. So I ended up peeling all the decals off and just giving it a flat look there with a soft emery board. You can see here, I just did this to it here. This is a quick, simple, easy tip here. Just a piece of this little foam pad here, cut so it could fit inside here. Just, you know, give your truck a different look there if you want. It's like having a bed liner. All right, let's try it out. All right, high trail, let's show them how you go to work. Now with this high trail, I've always gone back and forth, you know, a few times with lowering it and then raising it back up, but in the end, I leave it the way it's supposed to be, raised up, and it's just a lot more fun for me when I'm out there trailing with it. Low range gears, plenty of torque pulling its way through. Stock tires, those rims I painted matte black, they were chrome. All right, nice job there, high trail. All right, here we are with the Trx4m Enduro Jeep body. And we're looking forward to that new Cherokee body coming in. I think it's gonna look great. You know, the XJ Cherokee, that thing was a legend in the 80s. All right, that was nice. Here we are back with the fcx24 K5 Blazer. And I chose this color because when I was a kid, growing up in the 80s, my neighbor came home with two of these, you know, the real ones. And they were this color, I remember. I mean, I'm not putting any more pressure on the throttle. The torque it has in low range is just pulling itself on over these rocks. Kind of like having an FOC, and it's a brushed motor. All right, little kyosho, let's see what we could do. Now, this thing has pretty good low down modulation control in itself here. Just doesn't have the tires don't want to grip on this rock here. We got a rock that's spaced out there.
No.
There we go. Yep, getting high centered there.
I think so.
Let's get over this part here. Just want to see it go over this bed of rocks here. And the articulation this thing has is pretty cool too. I mean, it doesn't have any oil in the shocks. I don't plan on touching the shocks. I think it looks great the way the body moves around, the way it is. All right. Okay, let's come back to the other side with this little guy. All right, and there she is. Kyosho Mini Z. I think they call it the desert surf, actually, in Japan.
Purple, I'm not even playing.
Well, that's going to be the end of this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Watch all these little mini crawlers crawl over this bed of rocks I found out there, hiking around. Just slowly collected just to bring inside to have some fun with during the summertime. But thanks for coming by, and thanks for watching.